Let's finish these tiefling horns. Now that the base is complete, I'm using black warbler to cover them. This will make the horns a lot more durable and a little bit stiffer as well, and it'll help the whole thing stay together. I'm using black warbler because it's smoother than the regular brown warbler and also because it's on clearance at Michael's. Obviously, please be careful if you're using warbler or a heat gun, as these things can get very hot. I'm not heating the warbler to the point where it burns my fingers, but it can get to that point, so please be very, very, very careful. Once I covered both sides of the horns, I cut down at the seam as much as I could and made it as seamless as I could before sanding it down with a Dremel. Please only sand your things when you're wearing a mask in a well-ventilated area. I did mine outside, and then I covered it in wood glue and sanded again and did that process again until the horns were as smooth as I wanted them to be. Once the horns were smooth, I used 2 different colors of spray paint to make an ombre effect paint job. To add dimension, I went into the corners of the horns with first purple acrylic paint and then black. Here you can see the right horn is just purple and the left is black and purple. And then finally, I used this iridescent medium to go over just the top little points. That way, I think that it makes them a little bit more dimensional and interesting to look at and a little sparkly too. To mount the horns to the head, I originally planned on using magnets, but I only had 3 out of the 4 that I needed, so I went with this band instead. I used scrap cardboard that was like pretty stable and just colored the inside so that it wouldn't look weird on the wig or reflect a strange orange color. And then I hot glued the base of the horn to that cardboard with the band sandwiched in between. Once that was done, I let it cool completely, and then I used some faux leather trim to make these sort of gold circlets on the horns to give them an air of jewelry. And then I also threaded some like cheap gold necklaces through those to add a lot of visual interest and make them look like they're accessorized, because if I had tiefling horns, I would definitely accessorize them. What do you think?